अरे यार
गाड़ी
Hello guys, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Professional Manager and you are watching Automania. Guys, welcome back to another podcast episode, and this is the third episode of our Automania podcast, and this time we discuss the all famous Ola S1 Pro and the fire that it caught in Pune. Well, that did stir the automotive electric market world to a huge extent, and people are worried that if they should go for electric vehicles. Well, let's get started with the video. And before that, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do like, comment, share and subscribe to Automania for exclusive automotive content like this. So let's get started, and yes, don't forget to press the bell notification icon. Guys, Ola S1 Pro is a brand new offering that got launched last year, and yes, I did do the detailed review, the ride review of the scooter and all the technical review just a few days back. If you have not watched that video, do head to the description box and find the link. You can see the detailed review. It's an awesome scooter, electric scooter with all the bells and whistles of modern technicality. It's a connected scooter and a hell lot of features are available. We have cruise control, we have navigation and whatnot. We absolutely loved it. But the recent news of that scooter catching fire, that did make us think once again that is it safe enough? First of all, as you saw that the way it caught fire, you need to understand how the fire can be, like how can a scooter catch fire, how can an electric vehicle catch fire. Guys, first thing is you need to understand we have an anode and a cathode. Any electric vehicle, now when these two anode and a cathode get in touch with each other somehow, and it enters up in a connection that can create a short circuit, and which can lead to a exothermic reaction and fires. And yes, this fire doesn't extinguish unless and until the material that causes the fire, the actual the liquids and whatever materials that are present inside the battery packs and all, until all those extinguish and get completed, the fire won't stop. It is a chain reaction that continues, and it's really very dangerous, guys. It's not a normal fire in an IC engine. It's an electrical fire, and being an electric bike, this part is really dangerous. And once the thermal runaway continues, it's almost impossible to control this fire, guys. So we need to understand that this is not IC engines, it's electric vehicles, and we need to be safe, and we should also understand this basic how this fire is, this fire gets caught. Guys, in India alone, there are many electric scooters that did catch fire for the past few years. We have this Okinawa, then we have this HCD scooter where a old person, 60-year-old person did die and lose his life due to fire in electric scooter. So this did happen in the past as well. There are lot of recalls which is done by the General Motors in America, where they are making electric vehicles, and even those caught fire. And yes, due to some issues or others, some issue or the other of the electrical wiring or the battery packs, those cars were recalled over there for upgradation. And yes, this is all in the initial stage of development. We need to understand this. All the EV, be it a car or a bike, everything is under initial stage of development. So we are evolving slowly from IC engines to battery packs, so it will take some time. And guys, with the rise of number of electric scooters and cars in India, this number of cars or bikes catching fire is expected to increase even more, and it's a thing which is really getting me worried actually. So first, what can be the reason of this fire? As you can see, the fire is huge, it's dangerous, it's multiplying itself, and don't even think going closer to EV when it's under fire. Don't even think, guys. First reason is the poor quality of import and the battery packs. Normally there are companies which are making battery packs such as LG, we have BYD and Panasonic. These are all huge brands, big brands. So when your companies are getting batteries from these companies and all, so yes, tried and tested, so we are safe. But to save cost and all, there are battery packs which are being compromised. The quality is being compromised. As a result, that is not giving the quality that we expect and we want, we the people, we the consumer of the electric vehicle want. So that is one problem, the Chinese battery packs, which is creating a huge trouble. And next is the engine, the overall product. We need to understand this electric vehicle, it's all about wiring. It's all about battery. It's all about getting charged, charging, discharging, and all. There is no moving part like moving parts except the motor, electric motor. Unlike the IC engines, we have the pistons, crankshaft, and all. We don't have all these things. It's mainly about electrical connections, electrical wiring. If the wiring quality is not good, if the quality of the wire is not good, if the connections are not good, done good enough, I'm sorry, this is bound to happen yet once again, guys. Next is thermal control. Yes, these battery packs generate immense amount of heat. This is exothermic reaction. As we all know, exothermic means exit of the thermal products. That means heat is getting is coming out from whatever is the reaction is happening, which means heat is being released. In the exothermic reaction, what happens due to excessive heat and lack of cooling performance and lack of cooling system of the scooter or the car, the heat is going to such extent that it ends up catching fire. It ends up in a fire. So it's a huge thing, guys. This exothermic reaction. Companies need to find out ways to cool their scooters, to cool their cars, electric cars, because it is a life. It is a life that is depending upon it. So we cannot take this problem lightly. And if there is any mistake done by one single person in any of the battery pack, in connection and all, you never know what happens in the future. So these thing is so important. The controlling of the heat, the cooling system has to be taken care of by the company. After this incident, the spokesperson from Ola, they did give a word that they are looking forward to find the reason for this fire, and as soon as possible they'll be coming out with the answer. Max to max 2 weeks time they'll be giving us the answer and the reason for the fire. And yes, they are saying that they'll check for the future fires as well. If there is such incidents reported, they might reconsider calling back the EVs. Back the EVs which you gave as a home delivery is a hell lot of work for Ola. I don't know, I have no idea how they're going to manage, but it's about life. They have to make this work. They have to find us ways to find a solution for this massive problem. Another thing which we need to understand is that is we as a rider, we as a user, what can we do? We can prevent the scooter to be parked in summer outside, because it's so hot, 45 degrees of heat in India, and you try to prevent the parking of the scooter outside in the heat, because the battery pack is already hot, and using in the hot sun, keeping down in the hot sun, that does help the cause of the fire. To try to keep in a shade. And there are like basic things how you do control a phone battery. You have to do the same thing for your battery scooter. Like, don't overcharge it, don't use fast charger always, don't keep the charging on overnight. So these are the basic things that we follow on a phone. Do the exactly same thing for the Ola scooter as well, because as we all know, the battery packs tends to catch fire. With the Samsung S7, Galaxy S7, the Redmi phones, they were all blasting all around. So that means batteries have the tendency to blast off. So we need to do the basic maintenance, that is, don't try to avoid it keeping out in the sun. Don't charge it, don't do overcharge, do not use it on a place where you don't know the specification of the charging point, and make sure the earthing of your house is done properly, because if your wiring system on your house, the place where you're charging is not proper, I'm afraid that can affect your bike or the electric scooter, whatever you're riding or driving. So make sure the earthing is done properly. These are the basic things which you can do to keep yourself and your electric scooter safe. And another big point, there are many companies which comes up with electric scooters nowadays with 60,000, 70,000, top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and all those cheap scooters and all. Guys, what I would say is, do not buy cheap electric scooters. Do not buy that. You don't know what the hell of the quality they're coming up with. Do not do that, because come on, a company is providing the scooter in 1.5 lakhs, another company is providing in 60,000. There has to be a difference. It's almost 3 times the price. There has to be a difference, right? So do not get yourself involved in buying cheap electric scooters at all. It's humble request. Save up some money and go for a good brand. But people who bought Ola, they say that yes, we bought a very good brand. We are paying 1.5 lakhs. Yes, of course you paid a very good amount of money for electric scooter, but this happens. It did happen. I'm very sure Ola will definitely come up with some solution with the problem very soon, and with the total final report about what happened in this accident and how this fire happened. The detailed review will coming soon from Ola, and after that statement, we'll definitely make another video, part 2 of this vlog, about what they think and what happened about the real issue of the fire. And yes, and guys, let me know your experience. What do you think about this situation? What should you do? Should you be scared? Like, if you ask me, it's not time to be scared. It's time to face the situation, and it's more than us. It's the companies, the manufacturers who should take the decision and take the actions in their hand to get safer EVs for India, and not only India, all around the world. They must provide the guarantee. They must provide the that sense of safety to each and every rider that yes, I'm riding this EV, I am safe. My scooter won't blow up when I'm riding for long distance on highways. My scooter won't blow off when I'm keeping the scooter parked on the sun or whatever. And suppose you're parking your scooter on the sun on a parking lot, maybe you have to go somewhere and it's bright sunlight, and if the scooter catches fire over there, guys, you are destroying other motorcycles along with that in the entire parking lot. That is a huge risk. It is tremendous. It will have tremendous effect on these other scooters and bikes as well. So it's not only about your safety, it's about other people's safety as well. So it's high time the companies pull off their shocks and find out the real reasons of what is happening, and they bring good quality products and good batteries. We cannot compromise on the battery packs, on the electrical connections and all these quality issues. We cannot compromise because it's our life and we are bloody serious. We are bloody serious about our life. We cannot compromise anyhow. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this Ola scooter catching fire, and I will see you in some other podcast with some automotive and technical content. Till then, as I always say, wear helmets when you're riding, wear seatbelts while driving, and never drink and drive. This is Professional Manager. You are watching Automania. Signing off. Thank you for watching. Bye.